Have you ever sat in a classroom while everyone else seemed to understand and you didn't? This is not a story about being bad at studies. It's about learning the right way.
Noble looks around. Everyone else is ahead. He lowers his head. No one notices him. Inside, he feels, I'm not made for this. The teacher begins the physics lesson, writing on the blackboard with calm authority. Step by step, he explains the concept clearly, guiding the students with patience. Every gesture, every word is precise, helping the class follow along with quiet confidence. The teacher stands in front of the blackboard, hands folded calmly against his chest. He asks the class, what is the definition of voltage? Hands go up across the classroom as boys eagerly try to answer the question. Some sit forward, raising their hands confidently, ready to speak. The lesson moves fast, and the room buzzes with quiet energy and focus. One boy stands up confidently and answers, his voice steady and clear. Without hesitation, he defines voltage correctly. The class listens, and the lesson moves forward without pause. Noble leans his head into his hand, trying to force the answer to come. But the harder he thinks, the further it seems to slip away. The teacher stands at the front, calm and attentive, scanning the students in the front rows. He watches their open notebooks as they write, pausing briefly on each boy. Every gesture shows patience and quiet authority, ensuring every effort is noticed while the lesson flows smoothly. The teacher stands in the corner near the window, calm and patient, leaning slightly toward Noble. Noble sits at his desk, head resting on his hand, forehead supported, pen in the other hand, notebook open. He tries to follow the lesson, but the concepts feel just out of reach. The teacher watches quietly, ready to guide him without interrupting the flow of the class. The bell rings for a short break, and the boys leave the room. The classroom is quiet and empty. Noble stands by his desk near the window, notebook in hand. The teacher stands beside him, waiting patiently, ready to begin. The teacher leans forward and asks Noble to read the definition of voltage from his notebook. Noble hesitates, then reads aloud, frowning. I don't really understand this part, he admits quietly. The teacher leans forward, notebook open, and says gently, I'll explain the concept of voltage with a simple example. Noble nods, pen poised, ready to follow. Imagine two buckets. The teacher continues. One is completely full of water, the other is empty. Connect them with a pipe, and you'll see the water naturally flows from the full bucket to the empty one. That push, caused by the difference in water level, is like voltage. The teacher points at the buckets again. Once the water levels are equal, the push disappears. No water moves anymore. The system is balanced. The teacher looks directly at Noble, a gentle smile on his face. Voltage is the push that makes electricity move, just like water flows from a full bucket to an empty one. In physics, voltage is the electric potential difference between 2 points. That difference is what creates the push that moves charges, just like the water flows through the pipe. The bigger the difference, the stronger the push, and that push is what makes the current flow in a circuit. The teacher points at the diagram, notebook open. See this simple circuit. The battery provides a push, called voltage. The electricity flows through the wires, lighting up the bulb. Just like water moves from a full bucket to an empty one, the bigger the difference between the battery terminals, the stronger the push. Noble looks up, a thoughtful smile on his face. So, voltage is like the push that moves electricity, just like water flows from a full bucket to an empty one. Teacher leans slightly forward, voice calm, gentle. You are not confused because you are weak. You tried to learn the word before you understood its meaning. Noble listens quietly, absorbing the thought. The classroom is still, soft sunlight falling through the window. Some students don't lack intelligence. They need someone to turn the storm of knowledge into drops, giving them the push to move forward.